Let's check together. You know, they say seeing is believing. We saw they are only using one coil, which is this one, that boosts the voltage from 4.2 to 5 volts and above. And the output capacitors is this one, which are these three in parallel. Let's update that very quick. 1, 2, and 3 output caps. The voltage on those capacitors when the power bank is not loaded. So we are getting 3.6 volts, and on the battery we have 3.8. On the battery here we had 3.8, and on the capacitors 3.6. So 0.2 volts is probably being dropped on this diode in forward bias. Now, apart from these load switching ICs which turn the outputs on and off, which are these chips, we can also see these caps. One, then there is another one here, and this one, which are in parallel with the outputs. So we have a capacitor here, and this is ground. Voltage on those output caps. So for this port we have 2.3, 2.36. Also on this side we have another output capacitor here. You're getting 2.4, 2.3. So when the power bank is not loaded, we get some very small voltage on the outputs, 2.3, 2.4. Possibly an LDO from the microcontroller to this load switching IC that provides a standby signal on the outputs. Or if the boost converter is not being actively pulled down, you get some floating voltages on these caps. Now let's load it on the USB-C port. I've got my USB-C meter here to show me what's going on. So right now we are charging with 8.8 volts, like 9 volts. And the voltage on the output capacitors now is 9.3 volts, you see? And on the output of one of the USB-A port that is not loaded, we are measuring 2.3 volts. And the capacitor on the USB-C port, (9.2). Let's include another load and see what happens. So this is an earphone case. I'm going to connect it on one USB-A port. You have seen the meter restarting, and now you can see we are only doing 5 volts. Check on the output caps. Before it was 9 volts, and now it's just 5.2 volts. Now that's one of the disadvantages of having one boost coil in a power bank. So even if the power bank is capable of fast charging, it's only supported on one port at a time. As soon as you connect another load, it switches to 5 volts on the output. Now I'm interested to know if they are using the same approach for their AC adapters. Let's catch up on my next upload. Bye.